Happy Wednesday to everybody. I wear my Hawaiian shirt in sympathy to all the people in Hawaii who are suffering from wildfires, especially our close friends in Maui. This is Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. Let's get to the news. Got a lot of news to get through, so we'll just run with it. AZEK Computer, AZEK, Q3 adjusted EPS 30 cents versus estimate of 25 cents. Blink Charging, BLNK, Q2 EPS loss, 67-cent loss versus estimate 49-cent loss. Celsius Holdings, CELH, Q2 EPS 52 cents versus estimate of 28 cents. Wow, that's a beat. Darling Ingredients, DAR, Q2 EPS $1.55 versus estimate $1.58. Duolingo, DUOL, Q2 revs 126.8 million versus estimate of 123.87 million. Dutch Brothers, BROS, Q2 EPS 13 cents versus 7-cent estimate. Luminar Technologies, LAZR, Q2 EPS 21-cent loss versus estimate 23-cent loss. Lyft, LYFT, Q2 EPS loss 30 cents versus estimate loss of 1 cent. That's another big miss. Penn Gaming, PENN, shares rose over 20% after the company's announcement of a 10-year partnership with Disney, DIS. Rivian Automotive, RIVN, Q2 EPS loss $1.27 on revenues of $1.12 billion. TU Inc., TWOU, Q2 EPS loss 18 cents versus estimate of a 7-cent loss. Energy Industrials and Materials, Array Technologies, ARRY, Q2 adjusted EPS 47 cents versus estimate of 18 cents. FTC Solar, FTCI, and Cat Creek Energy, a renewable energy and independent power producer, announced a multi-year 1 gigawatt tracker supply agreement to supply the PV solar portion of CCE's multi-technological renewable energy and water storage project. Axon Enterprises, AXON, Q2 EPS $1.11 versus 62 cent estimate. Gates Industrial, GTES, announces a $15 million share secondary as BX to sell shares, taking the private equity stake from 50 to 44%. DuPont, DD, related companies, and nearly 24 attorney general have agreed to revise the terms of the $1.185 billion settlement the companies are offering water utilities needing to treat PFAS contaminated drinking water. On to financials, Fleet Core Technologies, FLT, Q2 EPS $4.19 versus estimate of $4.17. Upstart Holdings, UPST, shares fell 20%, Q2 adjusted EPS 6 cents versus estimated loss of 6 cents. LegalZoom, LZ, Q2 EPS 10 cents in line with estimates. Healthcare, Doximity, DOCS, Q1 adjusted EBITDA 46.6 million versus estimate of 40.4 million. Halozyme Therapeutics, HALO, Q2 adjusted EPS 74 cents versus 63 cents. Insulet, PODD, Q2 adjusted EPS 38 cents versus estimate of 26 cents. Masimo Corporation, MASI, Q2 EPS 62 cents versus estimate 56 cents. Oscar Health OSCR, quarter two revenues 1.522 billion versus estimate of 1.44 billion. Mirati Therapeutics, MRTX, rocketed to 30% today. They have a 9.7 share spot secondary priced at $27.80. Apparently their drug does well when mixed with another drug from Merck. So that's the good news on the lung cancer treatment. Technology, Media and Telecom, Akami Technologies, aka AM, quarter two adjusted EPS $1.49 versus estimate $1.41. Bumbo BMBL, quarter two EPS 5 cents versus estimate of 3 cents. Digital Turbine AEPPS, quarter one adjusted EPS 18 cents versus estimate of 13 cents. Matterport MTTR, quarter two adjusted EPS loss, 7 cents versus estimate of 10-cent loss. Rapid7 RPD, quarter two EBITDA 19.096 million versus estimate of 16.87 million. Soundhorn AI, SOUN, quarter two EPS 10-cent loss versus estimate of 12-cent loss. Super Microcomputer, SMCI, shares fall I think it's close to 20%. EPS was 351 versus estimate of 296. Apparently their look forward was not as rosy as people would like. Take-Two Interactive, TTWO, quarter one adjusted EPS 27 cents versus estimate 42 cents. Toast, TOST, quarter two EPS loss, 19 cents versus estimate of 14-cent loss. Toast is darling of restaurant billing or credit cards. Twilio, TWLO, shares rose 7%, quarter two adjusted EPS 54 cents versus estimate of 30 cents. And that's our news for today. In a second, we're going to go look at our S&P heat map. Everybody's waiting for the consumer price index results tomorrow. We think inflation's going to go up slightly, but let's see if we can share this. Here's the heat map. NVIDIA is down solidly. Looks like all of the big tech that keep up the NASDAQ and the S&P are down today. Microsoft, Apple, Oracle, Adobe, NVIDIA, Google, Meta, Facebook, Amazon, Tesla, and possibly Netflix may be the only one that is up, if I can find it on our screen here. I cannot quite find it here, but we'll take a look at it when we go to our other screen. So that's what we see here. Let's go to our other screen. Here's Mirati Therapeutics gapping up and up 33%. And let's take a look at SMCI. You can see a big money is definitely moving into Mirati Therapeutics after that report. SMCI, big money is rushing out, can't get out the door fast enough. They definitely did not like that forward-looking report, and it's down close to 24%. Let's take a look at our dollar. Dollar is flat compared to yesterday. See what gold is doing. Gold continues down, even though the dollar is not moving any higher. And silver is trying to fight back. Let's look at copper. It's trying to hold on. And Southern copper is up yesterday slightly. Well, it's kind of flat. And our other copper miner is pretty flat as well. Take a look at yields, bond yields. Pretty flat before the big CPI report, holding at around 4%. 20-year yield is at 3.288%. It's been pulling back a couple of days. Let's look at a couple of our financials, our ETFs pulling back as Google and Facebook are consolidating. Financials are flat. Home builders staying steady. Looks pretty good considering. Metals and mining are peaking up considering copper, gold, and silver are not doing well. Building materials, they're pulling back as well after yesterday's gap down. Industrials are looking the best place to put your money right now. URI, which had a huge breakout 2 days ago, is up slightly today. Jets can't get above the 50-day moving average line. Take a look at Delta, the best in its class for airline stocks. Moving much. Met Aerospace up slightly. Joby Aviation, which had been a shining star, continues to pull back to its 50-day moving average. Technology continues to suffer. Look at software. Looks about the same chart. And here is semiconductors, pulled back under its 50-day moving average. And biotech is moving down as well. Interesting, the other biotech is bouncing up. I wonder if ever these two move in tandem. So let's take a look and see what else is moving. Tidewater is moving up. Continues to, professional money managers continue to move money into Tidewater. see what else is moving. I looked at this the other day in tankers. It's popping up again today. Bermuda issue. Got some good volume, even not even halfway through today. Well, maybe a little over halfway. Got a big gap up on international seaways and other crude oil. Just kind of moving through here. Form is up. Interesting. Dorian LPG is pulling back. We looked at this in the news. Celsius, the drink is gapping up. Look at this earnings, up 333%. Look at this volume. This is all professional buying. Software developer, SAP, up slightly. For solar, up 4.25%. Not too much to get excited about there. And finally, Fleet Core Technologies. I believe this is a credit card for payment solutions for business. Earnings came in at 0%. I guess that's better than what was expected. It's up about 6.5%. See what other losers we have. We had not so good action here. Tried to recover, sold off. Nobody should have been in this issue. And look at this gap down 36% today. Roblox down 21%. Doximity down 23%. Cornet Digital down 23%. This is some of the reasons I said most people are better off to be in an annuity where your account never goes down. 15.5% down on IAC, online portal. Quiddle Ortho, testing for infectious diseases, cardiac health, down 7%. And finally, Treese Medical Concepts, down 12%. But as you can see, once it got under all the moving averages, people should be out. But let's take a look at it. Kava peaked over here. The earnings are in 6 days. We had a couple of online reports saying that their expenses are really high and they're probably going to have to come back to the market, get more stock to fund their growing operation. So that's the story there. Post, which was in the news, even though they came in with some 304% negative earnings surprise. They lost 19 cents versus 11-cent estimate. Must have been better than what people had hoped for. Either that or the managers on looking forward had some good news, because this is gapping up 15%. What we have here is a cup with a handle, breaking out, selling off. Should have been out of the stock here. And sometimes if you get out, this happens on earnings. It's part of the game. But it's better to protect yourself than continue losing money. So, and you can see this is a bigger cup with handle. Wide consolidation. Moving up on huge volume, which is positive. But then it kind of topped out and couldn't move higher. So that's our report for today. Thanks for tuning in for Mornings with Michael. Have a great Wednesday. Mornings with Michael is for informational and educational purposes only.